Today I want to talk about art and life. How are these two wonderful things come together? How do they come together? How can we extend our life and our experiences? How can we extend our art and paint pictures that we love? Well, it's an interesting question, isn't it? And you know, art is fundamental to our life. You know, without it, we can't imagine, can we, what it would be without all that beauty. You know, when you think back years and years and years, how much time has been spent on people creating wonderful things. And then here we are wanting to create wonderful things. And the impact that it has, not just on ourselves, but on other people. You know, there's nothing quite like going to a museum or an art gallery and looking at amazing paintings. It gives us a sensation that we don't get with anything else. And when we do that for ourselves, when we paint pictures for ourselves, it's such a rush of adrenaline and happiness and joy. So really, I want to share with you some ideas of how to make the best of this. So I'm Joy Fay. I'm an artist and teacher. I've been teaching for many, many years, helping people develop their creativity, their skills, their technique, and making the most from their painting. So the first thing I want to mention is in the comments I see that, you know, many of you are maybe just starting out with your painting, that you haven't painted for a long time, and now you're at a stage in life that you've got a bit more time and that you want to do something creative, which is fantastic. The thing that I've noticed, however, over my years of teaching is that we tend to get diverted, and particularly now because we have YouTube and there are so many wonderful videos of different people teaching all different kinds of techniques. But it can take us off in this way and then in that way and then in another way, and we suddenly kind of find ourselves confused about how to find our own way of expression and what we want to say. And very much the satisfaction from painting is about ourselves being authentic, is expressing something on our canvases or in our sketchbooks, on paper, something that's unique to us, our own style, our own voice, our own expression. And, you know, when we're learning, I understand, you know, we're going to go and have a look at all different people and see what they're doing and try them, whatever. But, you know, if we bring all that together and come back to ourselves, how are we going to actually learn more about how we want to paint? So for this reason, I developed last year a course called the Art Connection course. And this is a free course that you can take with 12 lessons to really help you go inside, find that place inside you intuitively, trust your intuition, trust your spontaneity, and learn how to tap into that uniqueness of you. So if you would like to take that course, it would be fantastic. The details are in the description below. I also go on from that to do a 4-week immersive course, which you can take 4 weeks, you can take 4 months, you can take 4 years, which then does a really deep dive into this whole subject of finding your process, finding your voice, finding your technique from an authentic, intuitive place inside you. But, you know, maybe you're not at that stage yet, which is fine. There's no, you know, there's no time limit on it. But in between times, I thought, okay, what can I do to help people constantly move forward, to have a direction, to know where they're going? And what could I do to help you find that? And it came to me a few weeks ago that, you know, we're very much into looking at diaries, particularly at the moment. It's the the beginning of January, and we get our planners, and or we do it on our phones, or we buy a beautiful journal. Why not do an artist journal, and an artist diary, and make it such that there's a process every day to learn something, to have new prompts, to have new ideas. So you've got a path to go on and a process. One of the important things about staying on track and motivated and inspired is having a process, developing a process, knowing what you want to do in a way. Intuitively, for sure, but how do you direct that? How do you go forward with it? So I thought I'm going to put together an artist diary. So I've done that within a group. I've called it the Artist Connection Group because I think so many of us are in that space. So many of us are on this journey, aren't we? Wanting to paint lovely paintings, feeling great about it, talking about it with like-minded people. It's very difficult to have conversations with people who aren't interested in art. You're on a no-go before you begin. So it's lovely to have a community of people that you can share your ideas with, share your inspirations with, talk about your doubts and your fears and your wins and your feel-goods. And I thought, okay, let's have an artist connection group where we can do that. So I've developed this whole artist diary in this group. So every single month and every week in the month and every day in the month, there's a prompt, there's an inspiration, there's ideas, there's challenges to keep you on a path to find your process. So I'm very excited about this. I thought, okay, what's the best way of sharing this and showing you the benefit of it? So I've made it such that you can do a whole month to explore it for free. Go and have a look. As well as the artist diary, which obviously is going to go through the whole of 2025. I've got 15 other masterclasses there that you can explore with colour mixing, with composition, with texture, collage, making a series. There's over 100 different video demonstrations to help you develop and to expand your horizons with your art. So if you would like to go and have a look at that, it's absolutely free for a whole month, which will give you a chance to see if it's something that is going to ignite you, make you feel as if you're really moving in the right direction with your painting. So again, the link for that is in the description. When we look at our life now, at this stage, personally for me, I want to put as much into it as possible. And I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were talking about learning at school, and so many years ago, but I always used to find it incredibly difficult because I tend to be dyslexic. And as a child in those days, dyslexia wasn't really recognised. So I always found it quite a struggle to learn because of the process that they gave us for learning. In the last few years, I've learned so much. I can't wait to learn more. And I find that really exciting because really I'm doing now what I should have been doing when I was a child or in my teens, going to university and all that kind of thing. I didn't do that. But I've certainly been to Life's University since then, and my capacity for learning has increased. I'm quite astounded with it, really, and maybe you feel the same, that you want to expand your horizons now, that you've perhaps been working for many, many, many years, and now you've got time to spend on yourself, finding out something that's very precious and special to you. And if that is through painting, fantastic. So I want to give you all that I have to make that experience the best it can be, to be able to, for you to excel and feel good and feel satisfied and happy and have a way to express yourself like you've never done before. And painting can do that for you, unquestionably. And it brings your life into, a whole new space. You have a different perspective. You start looking at things differently. You start appreciating things that you might not have seen before. You go out into nature, you look at the trees and the flowers and the greenery and the colours. Suddenly they come to life. You look at shadow and shadow patterns, and you see all different things as you become more and more aware of what you want to paint. You start looking differently. Suddenly things come to life that normally we might have just glided over, that we don't see. Even starting with, what colour are you putting on in the morning? Why have I put these lovely pinks and reds on this morning? Because I felt lots of energy and I wanted to feel bright. What are you wearing today? How is that making you feeling? The difference between, this colour and that colour that you're wearing makes a difference. So all these things start to come to life as you explore painting. And if I can help you along the way, that gives me so much happiness and pleasure, because I want to give you something of my excitement and enthusiasm to go down this path of painting. So check out the links below, the free course, have a look at the group, because that might be just the thing that you need to keep you focused and keep you on track. So if you've got any questions or you would like to share your thoughts about this, put them in the comments. I would love to read them. And any suggestions, any subjects that you'd like me to cover, I'm more than happy to. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe. It's all free and YouTube love it, and it's great because it helps them show this video to lots of other people who might benefit and want to know more about how they can expand their art. Fantastic, thank you. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful week and lots of love. Bye for now.